Exactly.
Yeah, nah, because again, everything is subjective, but the artist has to be. Yes, that's it. And
I gotta feel it. I gotta feel it.
I like my beats. I love my beats. Like, not to say, oh, my shit is the best, but I love all. I could rap to all my beats if I wanted to, but I want to. Once I'm working with an artist, all right, what are they capable? I know what they're capable of. What are they gonna do with it though?
So that leads
once
me
they
to
do
my
it,
next
and it's
question, because earlier you said you're a rapper first.
Facts.
How do you decide what beats you're giving away and what beats are just for Dolo for self?
I mean,
I
always say this.
I always wondered that.
I always say
this.
Yeah. Rap as being a rapper makes me the producer I am. So as a rapper, I need to rap to the best beat. So once I tap in with an artist, I don't care about keeping a beat. I could have kept every single one of his beats. I could have kept every single one of Thieves' beats. I could have kept every single. Why though? Why?
Because you're a rapper, and sometimes rappers
I
agree.
make enough.
So you're balancing.
I'm making enough joints that I could feed myself, as well as the artists as I tap in with. This is why I don't mess with every single artist who comes my way looking for beats. They gotta have a certain work ethic besides skill, because you could be nice. I know a lot of lazy, nice dudes.
Yeah, there's millions of them.
Exactly. Your work ethic has to match your skill level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I see that, it's like, all right, that part is already taken care of. Like, it's naturally taken care of. Now we just gotta lock into the studio and do what we do best. Exactly that. You know what I'm saying? The music part is easy. Yeah. Like, I feel, and I don't want to like downplay what we do, because I put a lot of work in, and he puts a lot of work in thought process wise as raps, and me as a rapper too. But it's easy once you put that work in, it's that 10,000 hours. It's easy. You in there. It's natural. Like, what do we got to talk about? You know what I'm saying? Just put the music on and you do what you do. You ready? You step in the booth. I record you. We listen to it. That's it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you ever had a beat that you were like, yo, this is for my album?
Yes, and I gave it up.
And you gave it up?
Yes. Yeah. His project.
It's full of the closer he was gonna take. I said,
hit the closer.
You were saying that outside.
Couple joint. It wasn't just one joint. Couple joint. Same thing for Thieves joint.
I don't care. How many beats you got in the stash right now?
I make 15 to 30 beats a month. Every month.
What?
And I don't make beats just to make beats. I'm making keepers. If I don't feel that's a keeper, I'm not even saving it.
But what if it's a keeper to like me and not to you?
It could be a keeper to me. That it doesn't mean I'm gonna keep it for me. This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You know, it has to be a keeper for me, but doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna keep it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't speak for other producers or producers who rap too. But me, I'm not. I feel like, why hold anything back? I'm gonna I don't want to sound overconfident, but I know my skill level and the work I put in is gonna make me make some fire, continue to make fire. So why do I need to hold on to that? We working on the project. I'm playing you everything. Right. You pick the best 10 joints, and that's what we working with. If it has to be one of the joints that I picked already for myself, unless I actually recorded to the verse, like if I recorded to the beat, then it's a rap for you. You're not getting the beat. I'm keeping it 100. I'm just keeping it 100.
Unless they feature
that's a different story. Like, you could feature on the joint, but once I rap to it, once I wrote, it's mine. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, though, like I was making that joke with Cortez, because I'm really like that. If I write to it, I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
But I make so many joints, and I don't just write to write. Like, I like to have experiences, read, do things, and then when I get in that mode, I get into writing mode. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if we working on the project and I happen to pick a few beats that I wanted to write to and I didn't write to them yet, I'm playing those for you too.
Right.
I have no problem with that, like, at all.
So that's a giving.
I'm not holding on to nothing.
Sometimes your biggest and shiniest diamonds get refined by other people.
Facts,
you know
my nigga. Like, I'd have no problem hearing my boy go crazy on the joint. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna make me proud. Like, yo, damn, he went ham on that, and you know what I'm saying? It didn't go to waste. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put everything out. I'm not making music for the computer. You know what I'm saying?
Now, for this project, Broke the Mold, y'all recorded 10 joints?
10
and
songs.
put out 10 joints.
10 songs.
How many songs deep are you into the next project?
With us together, none.
You haven't started it.
No, we haven't started, but that's not.
I'm a little.
But he's
surprised.
working.
I can't wait.
He's working.
I got a whole bunch.
He got a couple joints, but it's only a
And
matter.
you do too, right? You said you're working on the
I'm
next
working
album?
on Cortez's album right now. Me and him, a few joints,
doubt.
and I'm gonna finish. It's gonna be completely produced by me. Shout out to my bro Merkums. Me and him got a whole album together that we're gonna be dropping soon.
Is it done?
It's finished.
Oh,
That joint is done already.
I heard
It's
Merkle.
ready.
Yo, he dope too, man.
He's
Merkle
an
is built
animal.
up.
And you
He's
have
an
more
animal.
projects ready.
And
to
the
go.
energy with that kid, I had him. We recorded his whole album in literally 3 sessions. In like 3 sessions, he
got balls,
animal.
bro.
But me and Crisis
got
gonna
balls.
spin the block on the.
Yeah, me and Rez gonna spin the block. So
go.
it's
I
just
wanna hear it.
that's
Spin
what
the
I'm saying.
block
I'm
Yo, y'all
keeping
got
that
the
energy going.
potential for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 more projects.
Listen,
Like a whole
In between,
series.
yeah.
Easy.
Because y'all could
The
do
ener-
the UFO
we're gonna
and
keep
Red
spinning the
together.
block,
Y'all
but
could do
that's-
the 3-headed monster.
No, but
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
what we doing. Like
Like,
Fee
y'all
just
got
dropped
Four
his.
Horsemen. You know
Like
what
Fee
I'm
just
saying?
dropped his project with Finn. He's
Shout
gonna
out
be
to
dropping
Finn.
with Van der Slice and Spanish Ran, and he got producers he work with. So as he spins the block with them, and then, he'll eventually come back to
He'll
me.
come back and
Same thing with
walk,
Red.
you know?
He got producers he's working with. He'll work with them, and then once he finish what he's doing with them, he'll spin the block on me, and
And by that
I'm
time,
ready.
You'll be done with Core and Merkham.
Merkham's already finished.
bro. At the end of the day,
Exactly.
Oh, that's beautiful.
everyone
man.
as a
Exactly.
collective
And then I'm
is
working, and then I'm gonna
doing
start
their
working
thing.
on my next project, my next solo
You got the
project.
name of
Because
it?
I mean, I got a couple titles, but you know what I'm saying. I don't
Why
I don't
do you
really get
lean,
into a title until I really settle on the first 2 songs. Once I get my first 2 songs that I know, this is gonna be the like Baptized the Fire is the God. I got a Godfather theme to it. It's based off the album. The album's based off that scene in the Godfather when he's baptized, when Michael's baptizing his nephew. And,
Oh, yeah.
He officially
And
becomes
killing
the Dom.
everybody.
He gets he
Yeah.
murks all the 5 family heads. Like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's that movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like it's the deepest movie.
So many jewels in that.
There's so many jewels.
Too many.
So that scene right there is so deep. It's like it's kind of like what I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm baptized in fire. I've been through hell and back, and went through it again and came back from my upbringing to losing everything I worked for, like all my music, and having to start from scratch again. And so it was like, yo, I done been through the fire already, and I'm not playing with nobody at all, with the bars or the beats. So it was like, that's how Michael was on it. Like, y'all played with my pops, and y'all killed my brother. Like,
It's on.
it's
Yeah,
on.
there's
Like,
only so much
I'm
you
not
could take.
playing
Like
with
you said
y'all.
earlier, it's time to win.
Facts.
now.
You even
y'all,
say
y'all
that.
don't
Time to
fuck with
win.
me too much.
So the album starts off with that scene, basically, like when the priest is asking him, like, do you renounce Satan? And I just go right in. Boom. We not playing with y'all. Like the bars is crazy from start to finish, the beats and that energy. I feel like, I got that from Sunsets. He picked some of that, they already working too. So they already got some of that energy. They see what type of time I'm on. They coming on some, we coming to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it goes into each project. And that all that energy went into Merkham's project. And now all that energy is going into
It's like a
Cortez's
snowball.
project.
Y'all just
Exactly. So by the
snowballing
time
down
they
the
spin
hill
the
and
block
getting
back,
bigger.
it's just gonna be crazier. Like, and that's not to say we not gonna start working soon on the next
Right,
joint.
right.
Because me and Phoebe already got one song
I
towards the
believe
next
it.
joint.
I'm a
Like,
little
you know what I'm
surprised y'all
saying?
don't have at least
yeah,
one
it's
song
just-
already for the next joint.
It's just like I said, I'm working on a few. I'm finishing up Cortez's project right now. I'm working on the EP with my bro Hologram. He got the album out with DJ Muggs, fully produced by him.
Dope.
American
Hologram,
Cheese.
that's this guy's brother, right?
That's
what's his name? Shit.
Yeah, you just took his name out my head.
While y'all think of that, Red Inf, what's the next project that you have coming out?
Mayhem Loren.
There you go, Mayhem Loren. That's his.
Shout out to
work.
Mayhem.
Yeah, shout out to both of you.
Named Rob Victim.
Okay.
We got a project coming out. I haven't even told nobody yet about that. So
Ah,
you
Godcast
Oh,
exclusive.
exclusive.
Let's go.
yeah, y'all got
Let's go.
With Rob who?
Rob Victim.
Rob Victim.
Right.
Crazy name.
Yeah, write that down so
Victim.
y'all could, you know what I'm saying?
And you have a name for the?
Nah, we don't got a
project
name
yet?
yet.
But it's done, or you're in the midst of recording?
We in the
Yeah.
process of it. I got a project with Feeve that's done, fully produced by Vandeslice. That is fucking
What's the name of that
crazy. It's
Yeah,
called
that's
Chemistry.
crazy.
And that's gonna come
A
out.
That's
track
coming
or
out.
album?
No, it's an album. This shit is retarded.
Yeah, I heard some of that already.
This
That's
shit is
crazy.
Do you know
retarded.
when it'll be out?
Stop.
We talking about the dates right now. We trying to figure it out, but that's coming.
Dope.
I'm just gonna say this to the people, man, because I like to put stuff into the universe.
Yeah.
Expect something like every quarter. Like we not letting
Say
off
less.
the
We're not
gas.
putting the foot off the
Even
gas.
more,
That's
yeah.
all. We're not putting
Foot
the
on
next
next
You can't,
season
you can't,
until I
you can't.
retire, and I know they on it like that too. That's why we work so well together because they know what they got to do. They know I know what I got to do, and we don't got to talk about it. We just doing it.
Y'all go
Like,
ahead.
you know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
Crisis. I need a group track. I need Merkham's. I need Red.
We got
I
a track
need
together.
Beef.
We got that
We
already.
got that already.
With
some-
Cortez too.
I'm not
On
on the
some
song
symphony shit,
though.
on some
We're gonna
symphony
do
shit.
another one with me on it, but I'm not on the
Bet.
one. It's
And you gotta
Cortez.
rap that.
It's Cortez. It's Red. It's Feeve. It's Merkham's. Shout out to Mr. Bars from Bars and Hooks. That's on Merkham's album.
Oh.
We working, man. We got some
Oh.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
so we got a joint. Like I said, every
So-
album kind of overlapped into each other. That's why we're all on these projects. Like I'm on Red's project as far as rapping wise. He's on my project. Feeve's on my project. I'm on Feeve's project. Obviously, they on each other's projects. Cortez wasn't on this project, but he was on my last two projects. He'll be on my next project because, like I said, I already started working on my next project, and me and him got a song already. So on Merkham's album, there, him and Feeve, Red and Feeve is on Merkham's project. You know what I'm saying? So like it was all overlapping. Shout out to Feeve again. He introduced me to Merkham. So it's a lot of things. We not letting up. Like they after Broke the Mold finish, he'll be dropping something right after that.
I got a video dropping Tuesday off Broke the Mold.
But as
Okay.
as of now,
Which
we
one?
got
You'll see it because it's 2 songs in one. It's the one video.
Oh, bet.
Yeah,
Yo, I like
This
take
will drop
chances.
on
I really like
double-
that.
double barrel
Make sure
shotgun.
y'all go check that out.
It's dropping Tuesday.
double barrel shotgun on this one.
Go check out all the videos. Matter of fact, you got the Anointed, you got the Time to Win video, the Drug Dealer's Dream.
Drug
video.
Dealer's Dreams.
What was I gonna ask you, Crisis? Fuck. Why do you think your album titles always kind of have like almost a religious element to them? Is that on purpose?
Not. I wouldn't say it's on purpose, but I mean, if you think about it, when you grow up in a damn near fucking war zone type shit, like you people tend to be very religious, especially, you know, in the Latino community, you know what I'm saying? People are very religious. So, you know, you go out before you go outside, your moms want to put rosaries around your neck and do baños and bendiciones, because they don't want to know what you're doing, but they know kind of what's going on.
But regardless, they want you to be safe.
But they want you to be safe. So, you know, that kind of sticks with you throughout life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you always, you know, God bless. Like, you know what I'm saying? God bless the dead. God bless this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So religion just becomes a part of your life. Like, you know, and as you become more self-aware,
Spiritually in tune,
and
too.
spiritually in tune, and
you hear it in the
and get
music.
knowledge of self,
And that's
and
the
you know,
thing.
you start to elevate beyond just the conventional, just regular religion. Like you believe in God, but it's just beyond
That's
like
why I was gonna say,
a religion.
You could be spiritual without being religious.
Yeah, it's like I
Exactly.
don't like say I particularly practice a certain religion. Like I build with the gods. I build, you know what I'm saying. I build with everybody. Like you know what I'm saying. It's just I got knowledge of self basically. So, but growing up, you know, like my mom's was into Santeria and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying. Like you know the Puerto Rican side. So it's like you grow up with some of that stuff, and then it's like it kind of stays with you. You know what I'm saying. So as you doing your projects, it's not intentional. It's just real life.
fits.
Yeah, it's just
You live
part
through
of
it.
the part-
Some
yeah, it's part
life
of the life.
experience.
Like the title Broke the Mold. Where'd that come from? Did it come from the song? Because you say it in, I think, song.
Nah, he came up with the
2,
title.
3?
I came up with the title. That's
That's how you were feeling?
That's how I was feeling. A lot of it comes from feeling life experiences.
Yeah, once
That's how I feel
we had
gotta
like what?
Well, you
break
mentioned
the
it a
mold,
lot.
like-
bro.
I think
Time
we
to
had the
win.
majority of the
song,
songs.
celebration, like
You mentioned
we
it
on
a
the
lot.
clock,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I think we had the majority of the songs
Yeah.
when he like now that feeling comes. Now you listening to the songs, and he's like, "Yo, twin, I got the name for the project." Like, because I would ask him because once we finished the album, we still didn't have no title. As we were mixing the album, going to the brewery studio, I would ask him, "Yo, you got a title for it, twin yet?"
Yeah.
And he's like. At first he was like, "Nah, I got a couple joints in my head," and then he's like, "Yo, broke the mold." And Feeve was like, "Yeah, that's it."
basically
And
what
I
it
was
means.
like, "Yeah,
Doing the
that's
beginning
it."
of something new, doing
Yeah.
things differently.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we try and crack through and break
Yeah,
this shit
so,
open, man.
So as
But
we
that's
were
the
mixing
thing.
the album, he came up. He solidified the title. Like, yeah, this is it. And we still didn't have the artwork. Shout out to my guy Nico out in Greece. He destroyed
He's
that
a
artwork.
beast.
Like that artwork goes so perfect with
And
it. Was
that
like the
fire.
cherry on top. Like you make a nice sundae, and it's like it looks so beautiful. And then you put a cherry on top of that joint. It's
And
like
that
boom.
goes back to me telling you that we pay attention to detail
Right.
from the
Yeah.
cover to
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
Gotta go hand
What's
in
the
hand
label?
and match. The High Enterprise.
High
Enterprise.
Mine's is the Syndicate
The High
music,
Enterprise.
but
Syndicate,
we
yeah.
put the project out through the High, like
The High
through his
For
shit.
the
Enterprise.
high, never the
It's
low.
it's Red Inf Crisis because like if you notice the projects I'll be putting out with artists, they're gonna be like a Rakim and Eric B kind of thing.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm saying?
featured on everything. Yeah, yeah.
Not that I'm featured, just
Not-
gonna
not-
be the
not- yeah, yeah,
title,
yeah.
like artist title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shout out to Big Ghost,
And you both
shout out to
released them.
Alchemist.
Right.
And it does better for I feel like for both of us because it's like it's
His
on his
listeners
it's on his streaming pages,
Mm-hmm.
it's on my streaming pages. So anybody who may not know about him, tap in with
And
him.
vice versa.
Vice versa.
Right.
I get love from people who already
Yeah.
tap in with him.
Right.
And same thing with Feeve. Shout out to Feeve because of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's dope.
everything I do, like the Cortez project, it'll be Crisis Cortez. It's gonna be like that because I feel like now that I'm producing whole albums, it's not just me sending beats to the artists. They writing, recording to them, whatever, and then I hear the project after the fact. Now we locking in with each other. We coming up with the songs from start to finish.
Right.
We, coming up with the artwork together, stuff like that. Like I said, I'm just more on the support system thing than trying to be a voice of authority kind of thing. Is like,
But you guys are functioning as a full-fledged label.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that
Whether
is
it's
so
3 of
natural.
y'all or 5
No,
of
it's so
y'all,
natural because, like I said, these guys was already putting in heavy work already. What they was doing, Feeve, him. So it's like now it's kind of like a game of double dutch. I'm just hopping in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm hopping in.
But you hop in with knowledge and your
Exactly.
experience. You feel me?
I
So
do my
you're
thing. I
putting
make the
your-
crowd
yeah,
clap
yeah.
with them. You know what I'm saying? And then I jump out, and
Yeah,
then the
you're
next
adding-
producer
you're adding
jumps
your
in.
flavor to it.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, and I appreciate them for allowing me to be part of what they're doing already because they don't need me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep it 100. But so I appreciate that shit, and I don't take
But they're
that shit for
smart enough
granted at all.
to see a strong asset.
course,
that's
right.
gonna
Yeah,
help
no,
them.
but I don't
Bro.
take that for granted too.
The feeling is mutual.
Right.
That's why I would never hold back on a beat. Like if they come through and it's time for us to work, I'm playing everything.
No.
They ain't gonna be a joint that
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
that you're gonna hold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
yeah.
I'm not
They
gonna
can't
play
hear
these
this.
for
They
the-
can't hear this.
Yeah, I'm not playing this.
Nah, listen, you went ham on this project, bro.
Yeah, nah,
that
because-
track, Take Chances with the trumpets.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite
Yeah,
joints.
go with something.
My second favorite track on the album.
That song, it's already
worked.
Ace already kills.
Yeah, he did.
He came up with the hook. I ain't even write. I usually write the hooks.
Yeah.
He came up with that shit.
Yeah, he sent
That
that.
ass gonna push it.
Yeah, cause when we did the song, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get my boy Ace Artie to get on the joint." So I never met Ace Artie, so he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get him to get on the joint." Like he did songs with us or whatever. So he was like, "I'm gonna just send him the joint, let him do his thing," and he bodied that. He sent his vocals back and ooh.
Asked my wife and my mother-in-law. I was driving them crazy with that, so I kept saying, "Only yes, so don't push me." They're like, "Stop it!"
Relatable. That goes back to what I was. That shit is relatable. I like.
It's relatable and it's
That
catchy.
shit is
It's
fire.
catchy,
That shit is fire.
man.
I love
And
that
then
song.
like I
love
said
everything in
again,
that song, yo.
Red did.
Amazing.
Have we ever had an R&B artist on boom bap beats for an album?
Well, shout out to Yobi. She's on my last.
Yeah, Yobi was on.
She's on
But
my last
not
project.
not a song for like a project, like
A whole project,
like you know how they had like Crunk and B. Y'all remember when Crunk was out and they did a
kind of like a
R&B,
Jay-Z,
Yeah, like
Kelly.
A Boogie with the hoodie.
something like that, but just an R&B artist on boom bap beats.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's out
Yeah,
there. I'm sure. I'm
it's
sure.
Shout out to
Wow.
We just never heard of it.
Shout out
If
to
we-
Tiana.
if it's-
Shout out to Tiana. She down with Lil Mob. You know what I'm saying? She actually got a joint me and her did already. It's like a boom bap beat. So, and
So I need a project.
we'll
like
we'll
that.
me and her like been talking.
Oh, you
So
mean from Crisis.
we'll you'll hear her singing over some boom bap joints. Don't
You ever
shout
thought
out
of
to
a
the Lord,
producer
my
tag?
shout out to
I
my
was
guy
just
Flea
gonna
Lord.
ask
What?
that.
You ever
Jesus.
thought of a producer tag?
No,
Yeah.
I don't like producer tags, and no disrespect to anybody who do producer tags. Shout out to them. A lot of producer tags that's fire.
Uh-huh.
I just feel like the way I work, I don't do I mean, expect to hear me on projects where there's multiple producers, but my main focus is producing whole projects. So I feel like I don't need a tag. It's
'Cause
like
you're the only
it's
one
gonna
there
be
anyway.
Crisis. It's gonna be the artist in Crisis on the project anyway. So it's gonna, but you're gonna know I produced the album.
While Crisis sequenced the drums.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
No, but that's the thing,
just
and that's
sounds
all
so dope.
natural.
That'll be
Shout out
dope,
to the
yeah.
bro feed. Shout out to Red. Like I don't ask them to shout me out on
Right,
the
right.
joint.
They just
it's
naturally
just
say
it's
it.
just natural. They like they writing or shout or starting off a verse, Crisis on the beat. Like they just it's natural.
Happening naturally.
Yeah, it's natural. So it's like I feel like that'd be corny of me to be like, yo, bro, you think you could shout me out on the joint or something?
That would be
Or
corny.
like,
Yeah, keep it
like
real.
nah, bro, like you know what I'm saying?
But it's dope that they do because it.
Nah,
you know,
it's
obviously
natural.
it
And
sounds
I
natural.
appreciate,
But it's
and
love,
again,
bro.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
that's the
them for that.
that's
Yeah,
the
nah,
reciprocation
because
of the love,
that's
bro.
I call that alley oops. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you know, we doing the interview or whatever, and like Fever be like, yo, hold up, like yo, my bro crazy, or Red would be like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he brought you
like
up
it's
to,
natural.
Sirius, right? I think?
Shout out to Destroy and Sirius. You know what I'm saying?
out
They
to
brought
them,
us
man.
up there, and you know,
It's-
bro, big
it's-
me up
it's
crazy.
good to see this this unity, especially in New York, bro. Like,
Yeah, Doc, y'all
I
guys
don't-
taking
I-
over the
yo, we
city.
I
I
don't
was just about to say
understand the
that.
hating, bro.
Thank you,
like
man. We trying.
people be on like
Nah, New
this.
York
It's
is
one
like
thing
that,
to be
bro.
on friendly competition, and like I said, steel sharpen steel, but a lot of people be secretly hating on each
Yeah,
other. Like they don't.
Like
Like
Secret
I'm,
beef
yo,
and
I
shit.
don't have to be on the project. I'm posting that to my stories. I'm commenting on everything you post. If we tapped in already, we tapped in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. And, I'm not trying to knock nobody or whatever, but I'm not one of those dudes, bro. Like, if we tapped in all the way. Like I said, there's going to be times dudes might get a little annoyed at me like a brother.
I think that's
but,
okay though.
yeah, now, you know what I'm saying? But my intentions is always
You know
going to
it
be
it's
pure
coming
and from the
exactly,
heart.
it's coming
Yeah.
from the
It's not a beef.
Yeah, word.
It's
Like,
love.
you know what I'm saying?
With love, exactly.
I want my dudes to win because if
Besides,
they're going to win, I'm winning.
Besides Crisis, are there any producers out there that you've yet to work with that you would like to work with?
Hell yeah. I would love to
Can
work
you-
with Havoc, Alchemist.
Havoc.
Nice.
Who else? Hit Boy. I would like to work
Hey
with.
boy, I'm surprised by that one.
Your boy.
He from Queens.
I would like to work
Hit
I
with.
mean,
Boy's from
Crisis is
Queens?
from Queens.
Nah.
Yo,
I
producers,
mean, excuse me,
I like
Infamous
to
from
rap
Queens.
to
Oh, no,
other
Infamous.
producers'
I would
beats
like to
too.
work with Knots. From,
Nods
Nah,
from VA,
yeah.
right?
yeah.
Damn, I haven't heard that name in
I
a
would
minute.
like to work
Yeah.
with Just Blaze. There's a ton of people. I
Blaze.
would like
How
to
about
work
rappers? Any rappers on your dream collab list?
Yeah, there's a few. I want to work with I need to join Coogee Rappy before he
Before he
Before
retires,
he hang
me
it up
too.
and shit.
before he hangs it
That's a
up.
bucket list for me too, man.
Before-
Yo,
see-
producers, man.
Y'all
I
ever
like.
reach out to him?
Huh?
Coogee Rap, y'all ever reach out to him?
Nah.
He's from Queens, right?
Yeah, he's. I
You should
should
reach out to
him,
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
Yeah,
They
my
from
man.
Queens, but
What's he gonna say? No, the
Yeah,
worst.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
nah, but I'm trying to reach out to him before he put that mic up too, because that's the
take
goat to
notes
me.
from
He's the
Crisis,
goat to
bro.
me.
Yeah.
I'm
DM
putting that out in the
motherfuckers,
universe.
tag 'em,
He's the
yeah.
goat.
Y'all heard the joint with
Damn, now it's gonna happen.
Big Daddy Kane?
Anything Crisis
yeah.
says on
With
the
Benny,
Godcast,
I mean, not with Benny,
he
with
fucking
Conway.
makes happen,
And
bro.
Busta
And
Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes, y'all heard that shit?
Yeah, I heard like clips of it.
Big
What's
Daddy
this? What's this?
Kane.
Online.
Big Daddy
Yeah,
Kane
Big
with-
Daddy
with-
Kane,
with,
Busta, and Conway.
Ooh.
On what platform?
It's a single.
It's a single that's out. I don't know who that's gonna be.
Kane,
No, he's a fucking.
Kane,
Man, Kane,
he don't
man.
lose it,
Yeah,
bro.
he don't.
also
Kane's
one
one
of
dude.
my-
I
Years
want
he popped
to
up
do
with
a
it.
joint with Banks.
Banks on.
Lloyd
Yeah,
Banks
that's
is a
another.
Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, Banks, man. I got joints for Banks too. Banks, holla at me.
Yeah, man.
Facts. Well, you got the joint with Ali Vegas, right?
Yeah,
Inf?
yeah. Shout out to Ali.
That
Vegas.
shit
Oh,
crazy,
That's my
man.
second album, yeah.
That
Shout
shit
out to
fire.
Ali.
Ali was like predicted to be the next Nas when he first came out, if I recall.
Yeah, I
correctly.
remember that. I do remember
Yeah.
that.
Like Nas was the next Rakim, and then Ali was the next Nas.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that though,
They
or
always
say
do
that.
that, though,
yeah,
Like
of course,
he's
when
gonna,
they-
he's the first Ali Vega. Like he shouldn't be
True.
He was
the
gonna
next.
be
They always
yeah,
want to
you know what I'm
recreate
saying?
something.
Yeah,
So,
like you know.
exactly.
But producer, I
Shout out to
just
Vegas,
want to throw
man.
this out there. Producers, I like to rap to other beats too.
You a rapper
man.
first?
Yeah,
Tell
man.
him.
Like yo, I be feeling like producers be like, oh, he good. He don't need my
Yeah,
beats.
he don't need
like,
my beats. Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
nah, fam.
What
like,
producer would you like to
Shout,
collab with?
yo, shit, all the producers he named. Shout out to my guy Special. I mean, he a
What's the
rapper,
homie's name in
producer
Russia?
too. What?
The homie in Russia you was talking about before the show. Let's
Oh,
give him a
he's
shout out, man.
my guy Soviet Freestyle.
Shout out
Yeah,
Soviet
he's
man.
he's not a producer, but he's a curator of records,
Of sounds.
Right.
of sounds. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, there's a lot of producers. Primo, Havoc, like he
Right.
mentioned.
Muggs
RZA,
probably, but I can hear
Muggs.
you with
Oh,
Muggs.
Muggs
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
Muggs, I
at the
like to
top
work.
of the
Shout out to
list.
Muggs.
Like you know what I'm
But
saying?
Y'all
Shout
not
out to
far
Muggs.
from Muggs, right? Like,
Nah, my guy Hologram just did a project
Right,
with him recently,
exactly,
so
so y'all,
you know,
y'all across
there's
the
only.
street.
I mean, hopefully we get a time because you know,
That's how I
bro,
see it,
bro
shit.
put. He's a legend. He put a lot of work in. The
But from what I
game,
see
so,
with
you know.
Muggs, he's open to working with newer artists.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no,
So,
and that's what I respect
potential's
about
there,
him.
man.
I'm gonna keep it 100. That whole producing whole albums for artists, he's where I get that inspiration from. Like shout out to Alchemist and shout out to other producers that do that. But he's the main inspiration for producing an entire album for an artist.
Mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muggs. Muggs is
Nah, y'all gonna do it, bro.
like
And,
he's
and y'all connected through Ito too, cause you got a joint with Ito.
and
Blackhearts.
Flea too.
And
And
Yeah.
Flea Lord too. I'm on Flea Lord's new album
The
too.
compilation?
No, that's not a comp. That's his album.
That's
But
his album.
bro,
The one with the cartoon.
with
Yo,
the
they drew you good,
shout
bro.
out to Cumperton. He to Sep. He's
No, for
oh,
real.
man.
Like they drew Crisis good.
Shout out to
yo.
Sep. Sep is
He
a,
got that all.
legend.
When I
Yeah.
see that, I'm like, ah.
yeah, nah, he's yo,
nah,
bro,
that-
is a
that shit's
legend. If you
fire.
look at like all the Big Ghost stuff,
Yeah.
Fees, one of Fees' albums that he put out with him, with Big Ghost. Yeah, he's an animal with the artwork. Like
No,
he
so
paints
y'all-
his stuff
y'all
directly.
right there, man. for
But
real.
shout out to Flea Lord too. He got his new album out, ladies and gentlemen. I did track 12, I think. Track 10, if I'm not mistaken. Everything. Shout out to G4 Jag too.
See, the reason I say y'all close is because either the last time he was here or the time before that. I believe this is your third time here, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's the third time.
So either the first time or the second time,
I'm
you were like,
a pariah.
you are a cousin now. You
Yeah,
said,
no.
yo, I want to
Yeah,
work with
yeah.
Flea Lord.
Yeah.
I want to work with Peeve. I want to work with
Yeah, I called it out the last one.
Ito
Etho.
and
Nah, and shout out to all of those are my
Look at
brothers,
some
man.
right
Like
here, bro.
they didn't just tap in with
Manifested
me
that
on
shit.
music.
Yeah.
Like Etho was actually the first one to tap in. Like Cole actually technically was the first one, but I like as far as the artists that I'm working with now and that's making a lot of noise on the independent, Etho was actually the first one to tap in with me. And we got a few joints together. You know what I'm saying? Like me and bro been, shout out to him. And then, Flea and
that's awesome, bro.
shout out to Ransom.
Shouts to that.
He tapped in with me, and
Shouts
a
to
lot
Ransom?
of
Oh,
Word?
shit.
yeah, we don't
Shouts to
like
Ransom.
he.
Shouts to
I send him
Ransom.
some joints, but
Jersey.
but bro shows love, man. I got it. Like he one of them guys for me too, as far as the rapping. So
Jersey.
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Certain artists that I appreciate them for tapping in with me. And, like, we got some joints. Shout out to 38 Special. Like, me and bro just started cooking. He'll be on Cortez's album. Yeah, man. And again, me and Red gonna spin the block a few times on
Are y'all
y'all. Like,
documenting?
whoever's still breathing, y'all lucky.
We got footage from the
Y'all got
sessions.
some?
Yeah, we
but-
need more though. We gotta
Yeah, we know we
document
gotta.
more,
We're gonna. The next project will be fully documented.
Good.
That's one thing I just recently told myself. Like we making history, we making masterpieces.
Of course.
Like these guys
Recorded,
are doing
yeah.
amazing things. Like there's people who would take forever to come up with the projects these men are coming up with. Like seriously, like Sunsets and Broke the Mold, and shout out to Merkham's, like, and shout out to Cortez, and I don't want to take away what I'm doing too. Like those projects that we just recently did, like it take people a lot of time to come up with some of those songs, and we doing them in 2-3
And
months.
nothing
at
sounds
tops,
the same.
And nothing
Everything
sounds the same.
sounds different.
If you listen
That's
to all
That's
4
what's
of our
special
albums,
about it too.
none of them
sounds the
sound the
same.
same.
Him, he caters to the artist.
That's
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
He caters the sound to the
Exactly.
artist.
Hence the
Exactly.
reason
The
why I
most
said
important
before,
part.
like, there's no okay. It has to be. That's the one. Like, pull that up right now. Like, yeah, that's the one. Like, you know, that's the energy I want to get from the artist.
Yeah.
Because now I'm like, that's the one. It's the one. I see it. I seeing it in his eyes. Like, you can see it light up in their face. Like, you see the look. Like, you can see the
wheels
thought
start
process
turning,
just
yeah.
start.
Niggas get
Like,
hungry.
So that's
Yeah,
what,
like,
so that,
you know
so
what I'm
that's
saying?
what happened with the closer. Right?
yeah, word up.
Yo, as soon as I heard
Facts.
that shit, I was like, my eyes lit up. I was like, oh.
Yeah, bro. It's
everybody
like,
made that face,
yeah,
I'm
like,
sure, when they
see,
first-
my thing is this. I use my gram as kind of like what producers do, send beats out. I don't send beats out. What I do is I do my clips when I'm working on certain beats or whatever. If I
You
didn't
put
start,
up the tester on the gram,
I
right?
put the te-
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah, that's what he does. He
Nah,
puts
that's
the
it.
tester
Listen,
on the gram.
I'm a
Back
hustler.
signal.
I'm a hustler, bro. Like, you know, you came outside with
right.
samples for the
The
fiends.
work is out
before-
over here, baby.
Yeah, now you came outside back in the days with some samples, certain
Exactly.
fiends. Like, you ain't give everybody samples, but nowadays the gram everybody. But
Everybody,
back in
yeah.
the days, you would give certain fiends, and they'd tell you, yo, this is it.
This is the good
This
shit.
is it.
This is the cook.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I bet I throw it on the gram, I throw a little clip, and based off the responses, you know what I'm saying? So I at first I started doing that, and that's when I started tagging some of the artists. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't tag everybody, but if I hear you on the joint, or if I'm trying to get on your radar, I'm gonna tag you on joints, and eventually, you know, the artist tap in with me. That's how Feeve tapped in with me.
Exactly.
Um,
That's what
that's
y'all
how-
need to do.
that's how
with,
Ito tapped in
G-Rap,
with
yo.
me.
That's exactly what y'all
Yeah,
need to
that's
do with
how
G-Rap.
you know.
bro.
That's how
definitely
certain
gotta
artists
hit 'em.
tapped in with me.
Soul
You know what I'm saying?
networking, soul networking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially if he's in Queens. Blood, where's the homie classic material from? You remember?
From Brooklyn.
Oh, he's from Brooklyn. There's a brother. I
Nah,
don't know.
I know him. Carlos. Yeah,
The
I know-
designer,
yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
him. Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, I was thinking y'all should have.
No, nah.
Y'all should've
Yeah, we
collabed
didn't
somehow.
collab on this.
For the
but,
next one, though.
But yeah.
But that
Definitely.
title comes from, like he said, students of the game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't ever gotta question what this man is doing. That's what makes my job. He makes my job as a producer so easy. Feeve as well, Cortez as well. That's why what we do
Cortez
is so.
owed me a battle.
You mean
I've been practicing since he
go
came up
with
2 years
Mer-
ago.
Mer- Merkham's too.
Your ass.
Merkham's too. Like, these guys make my job so easy for me. Like, that's why I say I use the analogy
I
of
can
just
see that y'all
providing a
having
canvas
fun,
and they
bro.
painting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
we
it's
in there
about.
having
I can
fun.
see
We
that y'all
burning
having
it
a
down.
fucking blast.
Like,
and
you know
the
what I'm
music
saying?
reflects it. You know what I mean?
Big
Facts.
Props.
For sure.
Damn, bro. I had a question for the brother Red Inf right now, and I fucking lost it. I'm gonna come back to it though. Real quick, let's shout out. There was a tragedy that happened in Seoul, Korea last night. 149
Yeah,
dead,
God bless them,
76
man.
injured following a stampede during a
Wow.
Halloween celebration. So, although this episode will be out post Halloween,
Right.
just be safe out there.
For sure,
Oh, that's
for
what I
sure.
want to ask you. How old is your son?
My son is 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
You reference him
Yeah,
in
a lot.
in a couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
dope,
there's
though.
one in particular. I want to say it's number 3 or number 4.
When I say my son 13, I'm proud. He growing like me. I work hard, so he'll never be in the street.
Real life lyrics,
And this is
man.
what we put on the canvas is real life experiences.
There's no filler. That's why I say it makes my I know what these dudes are capable of. They make my job easy, and then when I hear the rap, like people gotta understand I'm recording a song, so I'm hearing it firsthand in my headphones while I'm recording them. They don't see my expressions, but I'm in there shaking my head, going crazy. Like,
You don't hear the verse before they go in the booth?
nah, I'm listening. No, they write in and twin, I'm ready.
Go right in the booth.
Yeah, we go
so
right
your
in.
first time hearing it is as
this
is.
is what I'm
Yeah,
trying to tell
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't have to worry.
I
about
don't
it.
have to worry. I don't have to be like, yo, let me hear this man's verse before. Like, I don't have like.
Yeah, like I don't be like, yo, check this out.
No, but
I don't have to.
MCs
Yeah,
usually be
I
like
know.
that.
And no,
nothing wrong
and
with that.
there's
But I'm just saying
nothing
that's how it
wrong
just
with
You'd
that.
rather just hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to come off
There's
like
nothing
I'm
wrong
like,
with
yo,
that
there's
at
something
all.
wrong.
No.
There's nothing wrong with that at all.
Just different
Because if
approaches.
I was to ask him, he would have
Yeah, if
no
he
problem
was to-
spitting to me.
exactly.
But I'm kind of like, I guess you would call it, some people would call it cutting corners. I don't have to. I feel like I don't have to ask him, bro.
You have
like,
enough faith in his lyricism. And
as a
his wordsmith.
lyricist myself, I know when I hear another lyricist tell me, "Cool, you just shit on that joint," like, you know what I'm saying? I know where that's coming from. That's not coming from a place of he just saying that to say that.
Yeah.
As a lyricist, you be like, "Ooh, I just said some shit," like, you know what I'm saying? So when you hear another lyricist who puts his life and time and intricacy into a verse, tell you something like that, it's like, you know. So as now
real, yeah.
I'm an artist, I'm an engineer while I'm working with him and producer, but I'm still an artist. That never leaves me. So now when I'm hearing him rapping, he don't see my expressions until he come out the booth and I tell him, yo, twin, you killed that. But as I'm recording it, I'm like, you just said some shit.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that shit because before everything, I'm a fan of this shit first. Like, I grew up analyzing dudes' lyrics and memorizing verses and raps and I always
credits even.
and I
That's
always
something that our era.
and I always gravitated
We grew up
towards
with
the
that
ones
shit,
who
bro.
spit that real life shit.
And that's the other thing.
know what I'm
You
saying?
know what you want it to sound like.
Exactly.
We real
what
big
I'm
on
saying?
that, on
Yeah.
the sound. Like,
Yeah,
it has
like,
to
you know?
sound right.
Yeah,
man.
just
you
gotta-
know what you want it to sound
you
like.
gotta
From the
have that
mixing,
feeling.
From the vocals, everything has to be.
Like he real shit, not to put our shit out there, but on some real shit. He's like, yo, twin, this shit made me tear. I'm like, nigga, I'm glad you told me that because
that's a fact.
shit made me tear.
No, but that's good music, bro.
Yeah, that's how you know you got
That's good
something, bro.
fucking
Yeah, nah,
That's a
facts.
fact.
Like the night before he put the project out, I'm just sitting there listening by myself in the studio. Cause I like obviously I heard every single song as we recorded them, but you know now the songs are finished, the orders finished, the artwork is finished. So now I sit down and listen to it as a fan now,
Right.
Yeah.
and listen to the whole album. I start tearing like, yo, damn, son, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is real. Like,
you
that
seen,
good.
you seen what
Yeah,
you
it's
worked
crazy.
with.
yeah,
put in the
like, you know
time
what I'm
for it,
saying? This
play
shit
out,
is
like, damn,
good.
this is what we did.
Like, this album made me tear a couple times.
Like, we created some
he
shit,
texted me
man.
talking about we on the charts. I'm like, we on the charts. Like, it's early in the morning. I'm just
What
finished.
chart was that?
The
The iTunes charts.
The
On the
overall
hip-hop.
chart.
The
though.
200,
Congratulations.
the 200, top
The hip-hop,
200.
the top 200 hip-hop.
Yeah,
Top
like
200
we
hip-hop.
broke 180 something, and then he hits me again, and he's like, "Yo, we moved up 30 spots. We
Yeah,
have
I saw
150."
that.
You know how hard it is. If you look at that chart, most of the albums are albums that been out for years already.
Yeah.
Like those
On that
albums
shit.
don't budge from them charts.
And this was with no machine. Like, this is all
no
hustle.
machine
that was the other
behind
thing I
it.
was gonna
This
say.
ain't
No
ain't got
fake
machine
streams.
The other
behind this.
albums are paid to be up there.
Listen,
Right,
there's
like,
no fake streams
This is
behind our
straight off
shit.
the-
This
the
is
love and
straight
the support of the
organic.
people.
So when he
straight
hit me with
organic.
that, I was just like, I start tearing. Like my post was, yo, you see this shit, pops? Because that's the first thing that came to my head. Like, you know, rest in peace to my pops. Like, yo, bro, do you see this?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit! Like, I was super surprised. I gotta send the congratulations to him. Like, bro, I wouldn't be on that chart if it wasn't for him. And like, and not to,
Absolutely.
it's just like, wow, it's just so shocking and surprising. So it was like, yo, bro, I know the feeling because the album made me tear up already before it even got released.
Zillions of rappers.
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Everybody
Oh,
make
yeah.
music.
And-
Yo,
Everybody
and-
rap.
I think I read
and
that
let's get this straight.
100,000 new songs get uploaded every day.
Look at
Yeah,
that
facts.
shit.
And let's get this straight. Them tears was tears of joy, fam. I don't want
Yeah.
nobody getting it misconstrued.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, no, of course.
It's a beautiful.
we know what time it is.
Yeah.
Well,
you know
listen,
what
we
I'm
had
saying?
the exclusive listen on the album,
Yeah,
and yo, I'm gonna
facts,
tell
big
you like
facts.
this,
Word.
yo, it was
I think
very
you hit me
patient.
the next day, right, Blood?
I don't normally listen to shit over and over, and that shit, I was just like, yo, there's something about like
Yeah, I
just
think
the
he texted me
raps.
the next day, like
Very
it's fucking
patient.
out.
Yo, Red Inf puts out very patient verses, like a lot of subtleties, and the same thing with the beats. I was like, yo,
like
this,
I said,
this
no
shit is
filler.
different.
Everything.
Yeah.
That's why while
Appreciate you, man.
I'm
Thank
hearing
you.
him rap, it's like Twin is going crazy. Like he's not just rap. Like it's different types of things. Like you could be dead nice and just rap a bunch of random shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just a bunch of slick,
Yeah, but it don't mean shit.
dope shit. Yeah, but it
Exactly.
don't necessarily mean nothing. And it's not
Same
to say
thing
that
when a
it's
nigga
whack.
rapping mad
that
fast.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
all right,
You
you
don't
rapping
remember
1,000
that.
syllables and shit, but you are not saying
it's like,
nothing. I don't give a fuck.
yeah,
if a
and
nigga
it's
rap
not to
fast.
say that it's whack, but it's just like now when you add the skill
not
level
sticking
of
to
the
your
flow,
ribs.
yeah, exactly. So now when you add that skill level of the flows and the natural ability to be able to rap, and you adding substance to it,
Exactly.
now it hits.
Like my man Sayer says, we sprinkle the medicine in the candy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So
Nah,
it's
nah,
like
nah,
you
nah.
giving them that, like that, like he said, you giving them the ear candy. Like the beat is
Sprinkling the
crazy
medicine
and the
on it.
flow is crazy, but now when you listening to it, you like, whoa, wait a minute, bro, just said
Nah,
some
nah.
shit. Like he said
This
some
nigga
real life
said,
shit.
look,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
The first bars off the album, off Crime Scene, this nigga said, they say the third one's the charm. Well, here's another project on the arm. Like right there, I was like, oh,
Full of
yeah.
gems,
fat.
like a holy
So
book,
that's
or the Quran,
and
leave
that
me
goes
alone.
where my
Sure.
verse on the joint I did with him is like I hear where they coming from. I can't just spit some hunky dory. First of all, as a rapper, I already know I can't come on some. You know what I'm
Bullshit,
saying?
yeah.
I can't come on some bullshit. So now I'm on somebody else's project and I hear what he's coming off as and like doing, and it's like, nah, hold up, I gotta really
Channel
write some
some
shit.
shit.
You killed
Like,
it on in the way, yo. You
yeah,
killed it.
like I gotta
Word.
really write some shit, and I appreciate that because Twin said the same shit while we mixing the song. He like, bro, you said some shit, and it's like, and that makes me proud as a rapper because I know the level he's on, and then I hear my Feeve like. That's like
Still
there's
sharp
two
and still.
there's two compliments
That's
you
what
could
it
get
is. That's
from
what
an
it is.
artist.
Further up.
There's two compliments you could get as an artist, and one is the screw face, when
Yeah,
niggas
the ugly
screw
face.
their face,
Yeah, big
and
time.
the when you get those two, you know you on
hit
some
'em, you hit
shit.
Yeah. You can't fake that.
Yeah, you can't. You can't
Nah,
fake
the-
that.
the- the
You
screw
cannot
face,
fake
that's
that.
word.
Like the
From the
screw
soul.
face and the just makes you just be like. So when you hear that, you know, I bet. And that's what I was doing the whole project for him. Like every time he would come out the booth, I'm like, Twin, you killed that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
That's
I
a
already
great
knew
feeling,
where
right?
it was going. Yeah, hell yeah.
You said earlier, who was it that put you on to like hip hop, to like lyrics?
Oh,
or
my
something?
older cousin, man. Shout out to
older
my cousin O, man. That's my heart right there. He put me onto hip hop. I used to be a kid going to Rocksteady anniversaries, bro, watching everybody break dance. I used to go to the Graffiti Hall of Fame when it was in Spanish Harlem, 106, right over there. And I fell in love with it. I used to break. I done did every element in hip hop, bro.
You
I
fuck with
used
the
to
5
break
elements.
dance when I was a kid. I done wrote graffiti, being in subway stations,
DJ.
writing up. I even tried DJing and
No. What was your DJ name?
nah, just red.
DJ Red.
Red.
DJ Red.
My tag was red.
No doubt.
So
Yeah.
one
No
thing I never tried DJ. I mean,
Yeah.
I've messed around with DJ and stuff,
Yeah.
but I've never tried DJ.
But you fuck with
Really?
records.
I
and you-
would've
I mean,
thought they
obviously,
put
yeah. I
the
mean,
DJ.
turntables. I've tried to scratch. I've tried to DJ, but I never tried to DJ outside of like. I go to one of the homies' cribs or somebody
Yeah,
who got
yeah.
DJ, and I
Yeah.
might try to DJ in their crib, but like I've never tried to DJ outside of.
But yeah,
that,
man, we
yeah.
students of this shit.
funny,
Yeah,
man.
Students
facts.
of this shit.
That's awesome, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for coming
Thank you for having us, man.
Wow.
Appreciate you.
Love.
Shout out to Blushot, Corona.
Yeah, that's
Elmhurst,
another thing,
every
man.
hood in
The boroughs,
Queens.
Jamaica.
Shout out to the BX.
We forming a you know what I'm saying, a syndicate in
An
a way.
alliance.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you know everybody's from the Dirk. He's from Queens. Fee's from
Bob
Harlem.
Burrows,
I'm
Manhattan,
from
yeah.
the Bronx.
Right,
Cortez
right.
from
From
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Big
And no,
facts.
shout out to Merkins. He's originally from Queens, but he hails from Arizona right now.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
okay.
He represents AZ. And he rep both, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's originally from Queens,
Gotta
rep
get some
AZ.
Jersey artists in there.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like,
What's
you know.
up? I got bars too, bro.
Oh, money Burnz.
Jersey.
We gonna throw
You thought you gonna throw
Better
a beat
stop
on. Let me
playing
find
with
out.
me.
You gonna throw
Nah,
some shit
I
on.
got trash.
He
bro.
got
I
chocolate
trash.
bars.
Better stop playing with me.
He got chocolate bars.
I got
That's what he
trash
got.
bars.
We
Better
gonna
s-
write for you. We gonna write for you.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
word up.
I get my ghostwriter Bludshot.
Sure.
I have all three of y'all.
Everybody make sure y'all following the brothers at I am Crisis 187. If you see a video and Crisis is sitting facing forward and exhaling
Smoking.
smoke,
Oh,
and he
yeah,
looks
yeah,
to
yeah.
the left to the camera,
Yup.
you're bound to hear some drums and some
You know
fire
you're about
right
to hear some
there.
shit.
Yeah.
Facts.
Be quick. If you want that beat, you gotta be quick.
Yeah, you gotta.
I mean,
react
I'm gonna
fast.
keep it 100. I don't want to, you know, kill anybody's hopes or nothing. But I'm really not trying to work with everybody. Like,
Oh.
No, don't
He's-
come if you trash.
He's
Like,
also
have-
very
yeah.
selective. He's very selective.
Nah, we
Be
need
ready
Coogee
with
rap.
some fire. And be a good person and a cool person.
yeah,
Wink,
no, you
wink.
gotta be on point. But
Wink, wink, Coogee rap.
yeah, no, there's certain artists that's cemented on the bucket list
That you got to work with.
that I gotta try to at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
But Coogee rap is
It's gonna
definitely
happen.
there.
It's gonna happen.
We need rap. We need Method Man.
It's gonna happen.
Hove.
Banks.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, hopefully
Thanks.
Meth soon, cause you know he got a lot of songs with the Bro Cortez. He's
Oh
always,
yeah.
you know.
right, yeah.
So hopefully it'll be a matter of time. I'll produce something for him, but you know they end up going with something else. But there's no hard feelings. It's always love, man. Like I just
Man, keep
appreciate
pushing.
the
That make you push
I
harder.
just appreciate the opportunity. So you know, and he's a legend, Meth Man.
Exactly.
Word.
Shout out to
Word.
him.
I rock with him. I was singing his verses to people's faces.
Classic
Like, you know what
Cal
I'm
was one of my
saying?
first albums I
Yeah,
ever
you know
bought.
what I'm saying? Like
Plus, Meth has been
Come on,
doing
man.
like he's been killing
Yeah,
it
of
lately.
course.
He's been fucking
Wu Tang
good.
changed my life, man.
Yeah,
I'm
Wu-Tang
not
changed
gonna. I'm
a
not
lot of
gonna be
people's
honest.
lives.
Like
Purple
there's
Tape
certain
changed my life,
there's
bro.
certain albums that changed my life, like the Chronic, Doggy Style, and the first 36 Chambers were like probably the most prolific albums in my life because they not only are they hip hop game changers, they were like in a time of my life when I was like just starting to hit streets wise. Like I'm a very young pup and I'm getting, you know, getting
It's a soundtrack
acclimated
to
to
your
the
life,
streets.
bro.
Yeah, no, those three albums are definitely the soundtracks
He's at
in
a
my life.
point in your life.
Yeah,
Let
no,
me ask
definitely.
y'all something as creatives. Is there any specific project that you refer back to if you're ever like if you're like
In a funk?
yeah, like you can't
Hell
create, like you're just stuck in a rut?
Hell yeah.
What
I
what
go to,
album do you go to?
It Was Written.
Okay.
Nas.
I mean, that's the illest album ever.
Outcast Atlians.
Oh, okay.
The ATLians.
How about you,
ATLians.
Crisis? Is there anything you refer back to like
There's no albums,
give
but
you
I
some-
will say, I mean, It Is Written is
Big
it's
also.
it's my all-time album of all time. Like
It was
this-
It was really?
it's-
Really?
Yes, it's
That's
my
what's
That shit's crazy, man.
That's a
all
dope
time.
album. That's a
I don't
crazy album.
I don't have like top fives and top tens, but
Okay.
like Coogee Rap and It Was Written are above all for me. Like that album It Was Written is just
We was just talking about that album, right?
that album is
we
the
talked about
precursor for. I mean, Coogee Rap. I mean, he's the father of a lot of dudes' flows and
absolutely.
styles of rapping. But
100%.
Pun
like,
used to love Coogee rap.
I mean,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's
You
why
can hear it in his raps.
Yeah, Pun is another one for me. But
Pun's in my top
It Was
five.
Written is just something else. But as far as like going back, I'm gonna say there's not an album because I haven't had that yet.
That
Thank
funk-
God I haven't had that like to go back on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those albums are gonna inspire me into the end of days. So those albums, as far as like mixing wise, I do go back to some of those albums though. Mixing wise, sonically.
To hear how it was mixed.
Sonically, yes, I do go back to
That's
certain
interesting.
albums. The Chronic 2001 is
Do you know
highly
do you know who mixed it?
I mean, Dre mixed Chronic 2001. Like that
Alone?
album. I mean, he probably has some
Him and
help.
Mel
in-
Man, I
He
think.
probably has some help in the studio. He got, he got a squad of extra producers, and I'm pretty sure he
No,
has
but I mean like the
an
mix.
engineer. I'm sure he has other engineers he work with.
Because I
But Dre
wonder
is.
if there's people out there that
I know
study
Dre-
like engineers.
I know
You
Dre.
know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
That
do.
They could be like, yo, 2001.
I do.
Oh, my
Shout
man,
out to
Brian
Young
Wilson,
Guru.
engineer.
But this
You
what
know
I'm saying.
His
Like,
last name is
shout out
last
to
name
Young-
is Elizondo.
shout out
That's
to
his
Young
last name.
Guru. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain engineers like hold as much as producers to me. Like
But
I
it's
look at
super
certain
limited.
engineers, like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes like Eddie Sancho
Eddie
and dudes
Sancho,
like that,
yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying?
What's my
Like,
man that works with Kanye? Mike Dean.
Mike Dean
yeah.
is another animal. Like he's a
Yeah.
producer / engineer, like
Yeah.
extraordinaire. Like dudes like that I look up to. So
But engineers don't be getting their props
so
like that.
yeah,
Nah.
they don't like
They're
they
very
yeah
important.
no
They're
so
super
yo,
important.
so
Like, I
wonder
shout out to my
who
guy
the fuck
Drew.
engineered 36 Chambers.
Right.
RZA, it had to be RZA.
RZA
Somebody,
and
like,
yeah,
what
you know what I'm
I'm
saying. But shout
like,
out to Drew. Like since we speaking about engineers, shout out to Big Drew. He mixed Sunsets in the
Shout
ghetto.
out to the brother F as well.
Shout out to
Super
F.
engineer.
Holly
You know what I'm
Buzz.
saying?
Yeah.
Shout out
Holly
to
Buzz.
Shout out to Buzz.
but shout out to Drew because he mixed Sunsets and he mixed Broke the Mold.
Do you sit
He
with him in the mix?
We sat with
We
him
sat
in the
through every
studio.
song,
Like
every
we sat through
master,
every song.
yeah.
But he's another engineer. As a producer now, you know, a lot of producers go back and forth with the engineer, change this, change that, do this, do that. I didn't have to do that either with Drew. Like he's so nice with it.
Is he your
The
go-to
most-
guy? He does.
He's
most
their
of the-
He
go-to
does,
guy.
yeah. We've been recording for him for over 10 years.
They record with him too. Like they recorded with me for my project because I
Right.
prefer the artist recording with me,
Right.
and that's why I built my studio to be able to handle
Vocals,
top shelf like recording basically. So
And you always on some next fucking piece
I'm a
of
nerd. I'm a
equipment.
nerd when it comes to the studio.
He be like, yo, I just
Gotta
copped
be.
the S2000.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
It's better than the S2005.
Yeah, no, I'm a nerd.
'cause
But
that
shout
shit,
out to Drew
the
too,
left
because
knob wasn't
he
good.
being in his
It be the
studio.
littlest shit that he be
Yeah,
pointing
yeah.
out.
Yeah, not being in
That's
their
awesome,
engineer
bro.
studio, like he inspired me. Like as we're mixing Sunsets, I'm like, okay,
What you got there? What you got there?
all right, I got to go buy some shit. I ended up buying like a $3,000 compressor for vocals and shit.
And
you know
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
this big. Is
Yeah.
Nah, this shit is a monster.
Yeah.
2 compressors, three Gs. I
And
bought that shit for,
it improved.
we recorded his album with
Nah,
that
that's
shit.
what's
You
up.
know what I'm saying?
That shit
And
sound
everything
crazy.
going forward is recording with
That's,
that. But I'm a nerd when
That's
it
a
comes
different
to
kind of study.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Listen. I
it's an
study.
improvement. It's all about improving
Listen,
your
when
craft.
you a kung fu master, you
Right.
don't just study kicking.
Right.
Yeah.
You study punching, you study
Blocking.
grappling, you study blocking, you
All that
study
shit.
As
you
a
study
notorious
you
ninja,
study not
I
even
agree.
being able to fight. You study how to not even get into a fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like, yo, I gotta study master how to not even have to use my punches and kicks. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to music, I study everything. A lot of people may not see this side of me, but I study the equipment, I study engineering, I study producing, I study the rapping, I study the business side very thoroughly.
Well, that's what I meant earlier by you guys
Very
are a label
thoroughly.
because you take care of all of that in house.
Like a lot of people
your
be
hands
like,
are in
yo,
on every fucking
how do you
step of
know
the
a lot
process.
of the business
Every
side
facet.
of it?
Right.
And I don't want to come off like I'm an expert because I'm not an expert at all. Like I'm a student, you know what I'm saying? But for the last 2.5 years since my first project, I was studying everything. Like I was like, I got to get nice with beats. I got to get nice with rapping, but I also got to get nice with the business side too. I got to learn all of this because I see so many artists say they don't make the money they think they should be making,
Right.
or
It's because they don't know where to look.
It's not just where they look. It's just a lot of this stuff is not taught to us.
Right.
The powers that be didn't want us to know a lot of this stuff.
Of course.
But now, as the evolution of the independent artist has gone somewhere beyond where anybody would have thought it would have went,
Definitely
to the
beyond
point where
where they ever
well,
wanted
they
it.
want it, especially the labels. So it's like now we have to study as much as you study being as nice with your pen. You got to study as nice with your pen business wise, even though technically we're doing a lot of stuff on the computer. But the saying the pen is as sharp as the sword and all those sayings about the pen with the sword and all that, like that's for real.
Yeah.
You
So
know where
you
that
gotta-
applies most? In a contract.
Exactly.
Big fact.
And again, you
rep
see a
that.
lot of
That pen
artists and
holds all the power,
producers
bro.
10, 20 years into their career saying, oh, I got jerked here and I didn't make this. Or even now, like, I don't want to say the artist name because we not focused on artists. We just, just speaking on the subject of the
yeah.
business.
There's
One of
artists
the
getting
biggest
jerked, yeah.
artists right now, she's crazy. And she just recently just said that she not
Got
getting paid
jerked.
off her joint. Biggest the song you can't turn on the radio right now,
without
or
it
you
being
can't
on.
turn the internet or scroll through Instagram or TikTok without somebody doing a dance to one or something. And it's like,
she
how
made
is
$1.
that
How you
possible?
not getting paid? Yeah.
How is that in 2022?
Is in her contract.
How is that possible?
The label owns the song.
It's not just in the contract too, though, but it's
the other thing, the
like,
publishing.
if I'm not mistaken, I don't know this person's business, so I don't want to speak like I know their
but
business.
I read an article
but
on this artist.
if I'm not mistaken, the song wasn't even out on a label. The label picked up the song after it's already viral.
Yeah.
Now they just making it go even more viral. So everything that was made off that song before the label even picked it up, you didn't get
Yeah.
because you wasn't studying your business. So a lot of artists, again, that's where some artists might get a little annoyed with me, but they like Red to tell you I'm big on that too. Like if we're gonna do a project, I want to make sure all your stuff is correct.
Right.
Because me personally, I want to make sure mine correct too when I put music out. Because let's say one of my songs go viral, which just recently happened to me. It's not, I want to say viral in that sense, millions of joints, but an older song of mine's recently got picked up on like just so many playlists in Japan.
Okay.
And it was like, holy, I just woke up one day and the song is going crazy. Like the streams is just going, like I couldn't believe it. I was like, what is going on? Like now, you know, I study my analytics a lot too. So now I'm like, where the hell is all these streams coming from? Japan. Like shout out to Japan too. Shout out to my guy DJ Honda out there going crazy. But it's like, holy, like Japan is going crazy with this one particular song. And it's like, now if I didn't have all that registered and did the proper business with the song, I wouldn't have.
You would have.
I would have not. I would have lost that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I try to push that, and I don't have to really go through that because these guys got they part of it. They got administrative service. These guys aren't. So that's why I tell all other artists, like the artists I'm working with are on point with their business too, as much as I am before I even got with them. So now it's like I see that too. Not just the music, while I see the business. They on point with the business.
And not only do you see it, you teach it forward. So
now
that's
it's
important.
like I'm telling other artists, yo, these dudes is super on point. Like I'm over here talking with their lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta be on point to the point that now when I work with another artist, I got, like you said, I gotta push that forward to them too. So it's like some artists might get a little, I wouldn't say annoyed, but they might not be like, damn. They might, they might not.
Be receptive.
Exactly. That's the word I want to say, for the lack of. They might not be so receptive. They might not understand at first. Yeah. But I'm gonna push it anyway. When they're producing, you got the Lakers jacket on. You got the Lakers jacket on. I call myself Coach Phil Jackson when I'm producing. Like I'm on my Phil Jack. I'm not gonna let you slack in practice. Basically, that's what the sessions are. They practice for his next project. That necessarily don't have to do anything with me.
Right.
And if you remember Phil Jackson, he'll coach you on the court, but he'd also like bring motherfuckers to yoga, help.
Oh no, but it's about, it's a life thing. It's a life thing. So now
you do that with the beats.
So now when they come to my studio and they see how I work, right? They like, damn, this nigga Crisis on beast mode in here. He almost slate. Like Merkham's to tell you, he like, yo, damn, bro. Like I had him to the point that he was like, yo, bro, my throat is starting to hurt. Pause. and was like, yo, that's enough for today. Like, that's enough for today. Yeah, like facts. Like I got bro writing 5 songs in one session. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like
rhyme mode.
Now when they do their next session, I don't have to tell them nothing. They already, it's like a workout. Yo, you do 20 push-ups, right? You do 20 push-ups for a whole month. Now you're doing 25 push-ups the next month. You're doing 50 push-ups the following month. So now when bro go into the studio and do his next project, the work ethic he put in on the project we put in boils over to the next project. Exactly. Now he's on,
and it gets stronger.
Exactly. So now, and that's what I hope for. That's why I'm not trying to force that or trying to tell artists, yo, you need to be on this. Is like, I'm gonna just show my work ethic.
Yeah.
Now, bro's like, all right, his work ethic was already what it is. That combines together to, produce what we came out with, broke the mold, and he takes that to the next project, and it continues to inspire me as well too. Because now, since we're so tapped in, he drops a whole project with a whole nother producer, like Phoebe just did with Finn. And that shit is super inspiring for me.
Snowballing. I see like 10
Hell
projects
yeah,
in
bro.
the next
Like,
6 months.
I mean, that's what it is. That's why I say steel sharpens steel, and I appreciate these guys a lot for allowing me to, produce for them. And, because like I said, I'm an artist first. So now there's one thing to be like, I'm going to link with this producer, but to link with an up-and-coming artist that also produces and allow him to, produce a whole album for you as opposed to just one song is huge for me personally. Like I don't take that for granted.
That work you put in, my bro.
Nah, man.
That's coming back around, bro. And y'all both putting in hard work throughout the years. And y'all just
tunnel vision, man. Tunnel vision.
Well, we wish y'all the best of luck, the most success possible.
Appreciate
everybody
y'all,
make sure you're following at I am Crisis 187. Make sure you're following at Red Inf. REDINF. Go download Revenge of the Have-Nots, a kid from Queens, broke the mold.
Classic
Baptized
material
in
too.
Fire, classic material, Sunsets in the Ghetto. Don't forget the Agogi. Shout out to at One Guy Beats.
Shout out to the bro, man. And expect
Shout
the
out to
bro
Cuz.
one to work with these guys too, cause that's family.
That's
so
cool.
I'm gonna have him pull up to the studio
network,
to,
man.
you know
Shout
how
out
we
to that,
do,
bro.
man. We don't just try to hover and take over everything for ourselves, man. We if
Shout
you
out to
gang
Brother
you, that's
Feed.
it.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Queens, man. Flushing, Corona,
Queens.
Elmhurst, every hood in Queens.
Yes, it's okay,
Shout out to the
Bronx.
brother
The
Core.
Bronx can mess with Queens, Brooklyn.
Yes.
that's
Harlem.
it.
Yes, of
boy,
course.
Let that borough
We'll be here another
beef,
4
man.
hours, bro. This
Shit is
shit
one city, bro.
Let that
Fuck.
borough
Alright.
beef, bro. Nah,
Alright.
shout out to that. Shout out to y'all, brothers.
Love,
Everybody,
man.
make sure you go download all that music.
Oh, yeah.
Be on the lookout for the new music. Go check out the videos. Y'all got merch coming. Go get the merch.
For sure.
Happy B-Day to Baby One Guy Beats. Shout out to Villainous. Shout out to Biz Nice.
And shout out to y'all for having us, man.
Thank you,
Real
man.
talk.
Yeah.
Appreciate
No
y'all.
doubt.
Money Burnz,
All
VSOP.
pleasure.
Here, yes. If y'all ever need a verse, you already know. I
My
got
guy
it.
E, my
don't
guy
mind.
Blood.
If you need a verse,
Yo,
don't
Blood,
mind.
you was a little too quiet on this one.
Say less. Say less.
Shout out to
Yo,
everybody.
shout out to Blood. Word,
yeah,
man.
Blood. I think that's it, y'all. We'll fade out with the love song of the week.
10
Once
shots.
again, oh shit, 10 shots. Yeah, my bad, bro. Let's do 10
Oh,
shots.
shit, 10
of,
shots.
10 shots with VSOP
forget.
real
10
quick.
shots.
All right, here we go. So 10 shots. I'm gonna ask you 10 rapid fire questions. He's been here before, so he can chime in when he want.
Okay.
Let
You just
Rat
answer
answer
with
those.
minimal thought, then we'll go back around and review the answers and shit. All right. So here we go. Number 10. Better rapper, Banks or Ransom?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I like both of them.
Both. You take both. Christ.
That's a tough one. I would go with
Man,
Banks.
yo, listen, man. If this was Drink Champs, man, I would have
Yeah, I
to
would
take
have
a
to
shot
take
on
a
that
shot. I
one,
would have to
man.
take a shot.
Those
This was
guys
Drink
right
Champ,
there.
We got
but-
beef with drink shots.
Yeah, this is our
Stole
segment.
our
Yeah,
segment.
this is our shit. Yeah.
So we not going.
Shout out to my boy Shampoo.
Podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Since we on the guard,
Thank you.
we on the guard. GAHHD, man. Great
right.
American hip hop debate.
right,
Just so
right.
y'all know, but you know.
Let's go. What's the next
But
one?
shout
Yeah.
out, I still got
I'm a since we I'm
You gonna light it?
Yeah, I'm gonna light it for
Light it,
that
light it.
one. Cause
All right.
shout out to Ransom.
All right,
and
number 9 then. Better rapper, Ray or Ghost?
Yeah, good.
Man, that's like asking me who's
Shit,
better,
man.
my out of two
Damn.
uncles.
right.
Who you love more, your mom or your dad?
Yeah,
crazy
like,
right there, man.
man, come
Shit.
on, man. I love Ray and Ghost equally.
What
Man.
happens
Yeah.
if I?
I mean, nothing happens. I
No.
mean, you can
Yeah,
smoke with,
yeah.
you can smoke with Crisis.
We
if you
gonna
want.
smoke
What's the next
regardless.
one?
Let me see that later.
Both.
Go ahead, like that. Both. All right. Best ever in hip hop, 90s, 2000, or even now? In your opinion, because I know you doing it now. So.
90s.
All right. So
I like
Crisis.
I like the 90s.
90s. All right, no doubt. You rather perform in the studio or just perform in live crowds and shit? Like
The
for a live
studio is
audience?
where the record gets made. In
Yeah.
order for me to promote it to the people and perform it for the people, so the studio, of course, but the shows, of course.
Yeah, you'd rather be doing the show.
Yeah, it's a different vibe for both of them. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
different-
Yeah, it's a different type of energy. Both energetic and both positive,
Yeah,
but
of
yeah,
course.
it's different.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave it with both. Production style for you, Christ. You like the old shit, like doing it the old way, or you like the new shit with like all digital and shit like that?
I mean, that's kind of how I work now. I mean, I incorporate analog.
But you've done the old shit. You
Oh
did
no, I
analog.
started off
That's what I mean.
on the old MPC, but
Yeah.
now I use the MPC software with the MPC X. So it's like a mix of hardware. I incorporate some of my analog into my into my production, but it's like as far as making the beat, it's all digital. Like I don't mind.
So we'll say
It's
the
not
new.
it's not the driver. It's not the car. It's the driver.
There you go.
Facts.
There you go, Bong. For Red Inf, you rather work on an album solo or collab like with Feeve or with the Brother Christ or
I like both, bro.
yeah?
Yeah.
So you could do both.
Yeah, I could do both.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I
know
like.
he's done both.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I really
both.
enjoy
'Cause
producing.
I like
for other
feeding
artists.
off different, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
the energies.
Okay. All right. So if you could take the bag, or would you stay indie? Like if the major came to you and be like, "Yo, we're gonna give you the bag," but you know how it works with majors and
Nah.
shit. Or you rather stay indie?
I'd rather stay indie unless I'm in full control of my creative
I was just-
process,
yeah, I was
owning
just
my
about to
shit.
say.
If
You
it's
know
not,
they're
if
gonna
it's
give you
not,
money.
if it's not on my terms,
Yeah.
then nah.
Yeah, if you giving me like a
You
Master
gotta
P
be
kind of
nah, you giving
baby
me, yeah.
kind of deal with
This shit gotta be like
yeah,
tremendous.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, because
but
nowadays
for the most part, I'd rather stay.
I mean,
indie.
I'd rather-
I like being in control of my shit.
it's one thing like maybe a joint venture, like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
one
exactly.
thing,
A
like a joint
partnership, I would
venture,
do that.
yeah,
A partnership, yeah.
Stay off of the bag.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you won't own my publishing or nothing like that though. Nah, that's not happening. Not in this day and age. No.
All right, number 3. If you could work with one producer, who would it be? Primo or Muggs?
Primo.
Said Primo right off rip. How about you as a rapper?
I'm not even
Christ
gonna
the
answer that question because those two right there.
Don't
at
get
the
me
t-
wrong.
I mean,
I feel you. I,
I
fuck with
love
Muggs,
Muggs.
too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
fuck with Muggs.
I'm gonna
heavy.
keep it 100. As much as I would like to work with Primo, I feel like I could get a whole project with Muggs first rather than like Primo to be
Yeah.
that one joint.
Yeah, but that's not what
crazy.
he asked though. That wasn't the question. He said which
nah.
one would
no,
you
that's
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, nah, I'm being choosy right now.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm
like-
saying?
Sky here,
I'm
man.
being choosy.
All right, number 2. Number
From
2.
Soundview, man. Sorry, fam.
I feel you. Number 2. Cool G Rap or Prodigy?
This guy, man.
You really killing me now, man. Come on,
I
man.
gotta do it. I gotta do
I'm
it.
sorry.
Nah,
Rest in peace,
man.
Prodigy,
Damn.
but Cool G
Yeah,
Rap.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, I
told
can't
you.
answer that.
Nah, all right.
Nah,
so no
hell
answer. You said
no,
Cool G
bro.
Rap.
Yeah, nah, I'm sorry, Prodigy. Like
Alright.
he's probably one of my favorites, but like Cool G Rap stands above all for me.
No,
like,
of course.
So,
That's one of my favorite rappers, bro. Him and Prodigy on my
yeah,
list.
so I know Prodigy. Rest in peace. If he was here, he wouldn't take offense to that. So
Nah, no doubt. All right, the number 1, Benny or Conway?
holy cow,
Damn. Conway.
man, that's a tough
That's a
one
tough
for me.
one.
This is the toughest 10 shots yet.
Sheesh. If we had to do push-ups, he would have had me sweating right now.
We would have been fucked up right now.
I fuck with both of them.
Yeah, I
Like,
fuck with both.
Yeah, I say both. All right. I don't know. I think I'd probably stick with
The whole
Conway.
Griselda.
They all nice, though.
Yeah,
They all
yeah.
fucking nice. Shouts to them. Shouts to
Shout
them.
to them.
yeah, shout
And they
out.
go 10
Shouts to
shots.
Griselda. Shouts to Westside. He just dropped a new album. It's called 10. It's,
We know the name of it,
Yeah,
but it's
it's
10.
10 of, you know,
It's a little sensitive outside right now, but
Yeah.
we know what it's called.
Anyway, shout out to our guests. Make sure y'all follow them again at I am Crisis 27 at Red Inf. Go check out the music.
Shout out
Go
to all
download.
the supporters,
Shout out to
man.
videos. We're gonna fade out with the love song of the
Shout
week.
out to the high.
Broke the mold.
Shout
Never
out and
low.
congratulations to Diddy, who's now a billionaire. We're fading out with his
Ooh.
song.
Oh, and shouts to me and my wife.
Featuring
man. 4
Bryson
years
Tiller.
today.
Oh man, congrats.
Oh,
congrats.
God bless you.
Happy
Yeah,
anniversary,
God bless,
baby. I
God
love you.
bless.
What's up, man?
Thank
That's
you.
Oh,
what's
I'm gonna
up.
dedicate this song to y'all then. It's called Gotta Move On.
Damn, that's dirty.
I guess,
As always, chin up, chest out, carry yourself with
Yes, I
honor,
gotta
carry
move
yourself
on.
with pride.
yeah, let's go there.
One love, my niggas.
Shout out to Brooklyn, shout out to the Bronx, shout out to Queens. Shout out to all the thotties and the side pieces.
Yeah. Shouts to Christ and Red Inf, baby. Yeah. That's a bad.
Shout out to the bartenders and the strippers. Shout out to the teachers, we love you. And I'm out.
Motherfucker.